Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the closing session, which has arrived in a blink of the eye, at least for me. Thank you for your enthusiasm and support. And said that, we head towards the formalities up on stage. I have the pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to invite up on stage the Honorable Minister of Industries, Navendra Raj Joshi. To join the Honorable Minister on stage, I have the pleasure of inviting the Honorable Minister of State for Ministry of the Industry, Mr. Kanchan Chandrabari. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very much pleased to invite Mr. Shankar Das Bairagi, the Secretary at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, to join our honorable guest on stage. Equally pleased I am to be inviting Mr. Shankar Prasad Koirala, the Secretary at the Ministry of Industry. Last but not the least, ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure of inviting the CEO at the Investment Board of Nepal, Mr. Mahaprasad Adhikari. And without further ado, for the opening remarks here at the concluding moments, I have the pleasure of requesting Mr. Shankar Das Bairagi, the Secretary at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Honorable Chairman of the program, Minister of Industry, Honorable Minister of State for Industries, my colleague Shankar Koirala, Secretary in the Ministry of Industries, CEO of Nepal Investment Board, Mr. Adhikari, friends, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished delegates. First of all, let me thank the organizers for inviting me to speak a few words at the concluding session of this program. It's truly an honor for me and for the Minister of Foreign Affairs. I think we all agree that past few hours have been quite encouraging during the course of the summit. Political leaders stood together to reaffirm their commitment to create an environment that is conducive to investment and express their firm support to protect and promote investment in the country. Our neighbors, our partners, both bilateral and multilateral, they pledge their support. They reaffirm their commitment to assist us in our development endeavors. The private sector, representing the broad spectrum of national and international life, have shared innovative ideas, suggested innovative solutions, and provided useful inputs. I think this way, this summit has been truly successful, and I greatly appreciate the Honorable Minister for Industry and the entire organizing team for hosting this important event. The diversity of the panelists and the richness of discussion was truly inspiring and motivating. I think the expectation of the government of Nepal has somehow been met. We need to focus more on building on concrete results and solutions, and chart a course for a development path that is sustainable for this country. I'm not going to say what has been already said. Much has been said about Nepal's potential for development, opportunities for development, our enabling factors, both domestic and international. Many more things have been said. What I would like to say that the greatest strength, if someone asked me to respond of this country, I would say the tremendous goodwill and support from the international community. And we must acknowledge that the kind of participation, international participation that we have, the enthusiastic participation of our friends and well-wishers from the international community is certainly a testimony to this fact. So I must congratulate all of you for finding time and traveling all the way from your capital to Kathmandu to make this event a historic success. If Nepal can make political transition a success story for the world to emulate, why we can't do the same for creating a success story in the realm of economic development? This is the time that we make right policies, we create right institutions, and we assemble adequate resources. I think with a perfect mix of institutions, the resources, and the policies, this country can move forward. Every citizen of this country, including myself, has a dream to make this country a prosperous nation. And in a globalized world, we all know that this dream cannot be realized without your support, without forging an enduring partnership. That partnership is genuinely reflective of our aspiration to develop. We all are aware that the world leaders in 2015 adopted ambitious development goal, sustainable development goal. Environmental sustainability is one of the key dimensions of that part of that process. Nepal, and I think many of you have expressed one way or the other, that has a clear advantage in emerging as a true leader in leading the world in green technology. The kind of resources that we have, the type of technology that would be required to make this happen, I think what we need a partnership to transfer genuine, affordable, reliable technology to transform the economic landscape of this country. So I hope in this sense, this summit has been truly successful. It has generated a lot of enthusiasm and willingness to support Nepal's development endeavors. I'm not going to take much of your time. Finally, from the Foreign Ministry's point of view, I would just like to inform you that economic diplomacy is the central pillar of our foreign policy these days. We have been asked to play a proactive role in international arena to promote economic development and opportunities of this country. Accordingly, we have been designing policies and institutions to steer the process of development through economic diplomacy. Our diplomatic missions abroad have been asked to be more proactive to promote economic diplomacy, and they have been asked also to provide all sort of resources and needful advice and support to the prospective investors. Sometimes, and on many occasions, we have been doing this in collaboration with our NRN family, the Nepali diaspora, which is now becoming truly global in its reach. I think we can harness their potential, harness their resources, harness their ability for the development of this country. So in this way, I think forging a synergetic partnership, an enduring partnership for transforming this country's economic landscape will be a significant step ahead. In conclusion, this summit will inspire all of us to translate our vision and insight, thoughts into action, so that the tangible results are there on the ground that can be seen in terms of increased investment, increased productivity, increased income, and increased job opportunities for this country. This way, we can create a prosperous Nepal. I thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, especially for the optimism that has reflected in your messages, your speech, and of course in the commitments that comes on behalf of the government. Thank you once again. Ladies and gentlemen, before I move any further, I would want to place my humble request to Mr. Chandrakant Paudel, the member at the National Planning Commission, to kindly join our distinguished guest up on stage. Thank you, sir. And now, yes, to an event that everyone is very much looking forward to. Even I am eager to listen to this particular one. Ladies and gentlemen, now we will be hearing a summary, or rather extract of where the summit has culminated into, or in rather the extracts of the summit. And to make the announcements, I have the pleasure of inviting the CEO at the Investment Board of Nepal, Mr. Mahaprasad Adhikari.
Good afternoon. Honorable Minister, other dignitaries on the dais, and all dignitaries of the dais. As we had concluded this summit, my role today is to sum up the processing of the summits. I am not going to the detail because you all distinguished delegates are the witnesses for all session. We have a major takeaway from the very beginning inaugural session inaugurated by Right Honorable Prime Minister Ji, where we have received high-level political commitment, where the Right Honorable Prime Minister has clearly mentioned about the promulgation of the Constitution, and now we are on the way towards a political agenda, and every political parties, including opposition, are in the favor and for the protection and promotion of the foreign investment, foreign direct investment, and all economic agendas. During the plenary, we had a three plenary session, where first was related to the investment policies and opportunities. Second one was related to experience sharing, and third one, second was related to investment in Nepal with past experience sharing, and third one is international experience sharing. I guess all the session was very fruitful, and major takeaway from those session was also that with respect to opportunity, we have lots of unexplored opportunity here in Nepal in different sectors. Policies, there are several reforms ongoing, several reforms which are creating climate investment friendly climate to the country, within the country. So most of the existing investor has mentioned that they had a very good business, even a very difficult time. So everyone are in a situation, in a position to have an aggressive further expansion plan within the country. They saw a very good market within the country and also in the cross-border area. So that was some of the major takeaway we got from the major three plenary session. Other technical panel session, there were ample discussion and debates, and we have received several views, opinions, which all are, I guess, in favor of the investment climate. We have also listened Honorable Indian Union Minister, Finance Minister, Mr. Arun Jaitley. He has also made a very clear statement while addressing the event. India is also deeply committed, he mentioned, to us to help Nepal, and he shared his experience with respect to the situation India come across earlier, like Nepal is come across today. Friends, I don't want to take much more time about the other session because every six panel session we had a very interesting discussion where you were the witness. Let me quickly turn into the another agenda that's basically the announcement related. We have issued one. We have distributed some sort of this letter of intent. If any investor are interested to invest in, we have received several intents. I don't say these are commitments; these are intents. Our we have compiled these intents by which the total investment intention to Nepal by this summit we have received is around 13.52 billion Nepalese rupees. On this occasion, I would like to thank and express my gratitude to all investor, particularly the foreign potential investor who has shown this letter of intent. This has really encouraged us to work with you. The details of the intent, it looks like this. Ashok Steel Industries Private Limited, it is from India. It has around 300 million plus. The investment is on investment bank, solar, steel plant, etc. China Machinery Engineering Corporation, it's from China. Hydropower, hospital, metro, etc. It has almost 3 billion plus intention. China State Construction and Engineering, airport, highways, tunnel, 2 billion plus. CTC Group, it is also from China. Water supply, hydropower, railways, road, tunnels, 1 billion. Everest Chamber of Commerce and Industries, it's from India. Related to tourism, it's 10 million rupees. Frontier Power Limited, London, UK, energy, agriculture, infrastructure, 1 billion rupees. Himadri Food Private Limited, Pran, which is also at present, they have the presence here in Nepal already. From Bangladesh, food and construction, 2.4 billion rupees, dollar, in dollar terms, sorry. Himali Distillery, it's from Nepal itself. Pulp and paper, $10 million. Medicare Environmental Management Private Limited, it's from India. Industrial and Biomedical, $7 million. Likewise, Reliance Renewable Technology, it's from Sri Lanka. Hydropower, solar, wind, $500 million. Likewise, Rand Group of Companies, Nepal, construction and manufacturing, 50,000 plus. Sichuan, Baojing Country, Wamping Mining Company Limited, China, mining and minerals, $100 million. Likewise, we have again Sichuan Wanping Energy Science, China, hydropower, smart grid, financial, 1 billion. Likewise, Samudyak Kansai from Japan, the Kansai from Mahottari, Nepal, agriculture is $1 million. The Kansai Electric Power Company is from Japan on hydropower, 102,000 megawatt, 1 billion plus. Oiling Plus Corporation Limited, China, hydropower, it has stated Tamakoshi 3, $1.2 billion, total $13.52 billion. It comes around 1460 billion Nepalese rupees. So once again, I'd like to thank and express our gratitude for all potential investor who has shown this sort of interest to Nepal, to choose Nepal as your, to initiate and choose Nepal as your investment destinations. If we see the country-wise figure. China total comes around 8.3 billion, Bangladesh 2.4 billion, Japan 1 billion, UK 1 billion, Sri Lanka 500 million dollar, India $317 million, Nepal 11.5, domestic itself $5 million, total $13.15 million. Thank you once again. Now, way forward, what we are planning to do is, while formatting this summit itself, we have devised some of the committees, follow-up committees, which will be sitting regularly whole year and follow up the outcome of the summit. Our duty now is review all these letter of intents. We already sit with some of 5 or 6 letters today, day itself, afternoon itself. We found that most of the intents are very serious. So we'll follow it up. We'll take more details. We'll ask for the further concept note about their ideas, about their proposition, which are unsolicited. If the proposals are related to the projects already identified, then we'll structure based on the further information produced by the proponent or the intent itself. And our duty further will be to facilitate and recommend further course of action. This is not an end, this is a beginning, and we'll travel you, we'll follow it up you. We, from Investment Board, as well as from Minister of Industry, we'll have a follow-up contact person to all potential investor who has shown this interest. With this, I'd like to thank and conclude this part of the presentation. Thank you for your kind listening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for sharing with us the extracts coming from the summit. And yes, the response has been overwhelming. Thank you very much, but also we consider it as a responsibility and obligation, and for us to tread on the dream that we have commonly looked forward to, which also adds a lot of impetus to our dreams. Thank you once again. Said that, ladies and gentlemen, we head towards the concluding address. First and foremost, I have the pleasure of inviting the Honorable Minister of State, Mr. Kanchan Chandrabade.
धन्यवाद कार्यक्रम सञ्चालिकाज्यू। नेपाल लगानी सम्मेलन समापन समारोहका सभापति एवं उद्योग मन्त्री माननीय श्री नवीन राज जोशीज्यू, उद्योग मन्त्रालयका श्रीमान सचिवज्यू, यस्तै गरी राष्ट्रिय योजना आयोगका सदस्यज्यू, परराष्ट्र मन्त्रालयका सचिवज्यू, लगानी बोर्डका कार्यकारी निर्देशकज्यू र विभिन्न देशबाट पाल्नुभएका सम्पूर्ण अतिथिगणहरू र यहाँ उपस्थित हुनुभएका उद्योगी व्यापारी सबै साथीभाइ, व्यापारी पत्रकार साथीभाइहरूमा सर्वप्रथम त मेरो जय नेपालको अभिवादन छ। 25 वर्षको अन्तरालमा आयोजना गरिएको यस नेपालको लगानी सम्मेलनमा महत्त्वपूर्ण संभागहरूलाई जस्तै विशिष्ट व्यक्तित्वहरूबाट गरिमामय सम्बोधनहरू, 3 वटा महत्त्वपूर्ण छलफल सत्रहरू, 6 वटा महत्त्वपूर्ण विषयगत सत्रहरू र द्विपक्षीय तथा बहुपक्षीय छलफलहरू, कोन छलफलहरू समेत सम्पन्न गरिएका छन्। विभिन्न विदेशी लगानीकर्ताहरूबाट लगानी प्रतिबद्धताहरू समेत प्राप्त भएको छ। यस महत्त्वपूर्ण सम्मेलनमा भाग लिन आउनुभएका लगानीकर्ताहरूको आवश्यकता र चाहना बमोजिम लगानी मैत्रीपूर्ण राजनीतिक वातावरण निर्माण गर्न र समसामयिक नीतिगत तथा कार्यान्वयनगत सुधार नेपाल सदा तत्पर रहेको विषय र अब नेपालको प्रमुख लक्ष्य आर्थिक समृद्धि रहेको कुरा सम्माननीय प्रधानमन्त्रीज्यू र माननीय उपप्रधानमन्त्रीज्यू तथा अर्थमन्त्रीज्यू, पूर्व अर्थमन्त्रीज्यू र पूर्व प्रधानमन्त्रीज्यू र विशिष्ट पदाधिकारीहरूबाट व्यक्त भएको छ। यस सन्दर्भमा औद्योगिक ऐन 2073, विशेष आर्थिक क्षेत्र ऐन तथा नियमावलीमा भएको समसामयिक सुधारहरूले नेपालमा विदेशी लगानीको वातावरण सिर्जना भएको छ। मन्त्रालय अन्तर्गत विभाग र अन्य निकायहरूमा व्यावसायिक दर्ता तथा अन्य प्रक्रियाहरू अनलाइन सेवा मार्फत गर्ने सुरु गरिएको छ। यसले कुनै पनि लगानीकर्ताहरूलाई नेपालमा लगानी गर्न सहजता ल्याउनेछ। यस महत्त्वपूर्ण सम्मेलनमा सहभागी हुनुभएका अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय पाहुनाहरूको सक्रिय सहभागिता, लगानी प्रतिबद्धता र नेपालप्रतिको अलाभका लागि म नेपाल सरकार, उद्योग मन्त्रालय, लगानी बोर्ड, मेरो व्यक्तिगत तर्फबाट आभार व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु। यस गरिमामय सम्मेलनमा विदेशी तथा स्वदेशी लगानीकर्ताहरूलाई सकारात्मक वातावरण सिर्जना गर्न प्रतिबद्धता सहित उद्घाटन गरिदिनु भएकोमा सम्माननीय प्रधानमन्त्री श्री पुष्पकमल दाहालज्यू प्रति हार्दिक कृतज्ञता गर्न चाहन्छु। यसै गरी माननीय पूर्व प्रधानमन्त्री शेरबहादुर देउवाज्यू, त्यस्तै गरी खड्गप्रसाद ओलीज्यू नेपालमा लगानी वातावरण सिर्जना गर्न कार्यमा व्यक्त गर्नुभएको प्रतिबद्धताप्रति म कृतज्ञता जाहेर गर्न चाहन्छु। यस सभामा लगानी मैत्री सम्बोधन व्यक्त गर्नुहुने माननीय उप प्रधानमन्त्री तथा अर्थमन्त्री कृष्णबहादुर महराज्यू र माननीय पूर्व अर्थमन्त्री रामशरण महरज्यू प्रति म हार्दिक कृतज्ञता गर्न चाहन्छु। यस सम्मेलनमा आफ्नो कार्यव्यस्तताका बावजुद पनि नेपालमा नेपाललाई माया गरी अतिथिता एवं सम्बोधन गरिदिनु भएकोमा भारतका अर्थमन्त्री श्री अरुण जेटलीज्यू र एसियाली इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेभलपमेन्ट ब्याङ्कका अध्यक्ष जीएन ली क्वान ज्यू प्रति पनि म आभार व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु। यस सम्मेलनको सक्रिय नेतृत्व माननीय उद्योग राज्य मन्त्रीज्यू नवीन राज जोशीज्यूले नेपालको आर्थिक विकास र लगानी माननीय मन्त्रीज्यू र लगानी मैत्री वातावरण सिर्जना गरी जनताको आर्थिक समृद्धि हासिल गर्न सबै राजनैतिक दल तथा व्यक्तिहरू लगानीकर्ता र अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय क्षेत्रमा एकै मञ्चमा उभ्याउन सफल हुनुभएकोमा हार्दिक बधाई गर्न चाहन्छु। त्यसै कारणले सबै यहाँ आमन्त्रित महानुभावहरूबाट उहाँलाई ताली बजाएर एकपटक आभार व्यक्त गरिदिन अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु। र अन्तमा यो सम्मेलनलाई सफल बनाउन दिनरात खटिनुहुने उद्योग मन्त्रालयका माननीय श्रीमान सचिवज्यू लगायत राष्ट्रिय सेवक सबै कर्मचारी साथीहरू, नेपाल लगानी बोर्डका साथीहरू, पत्रकार मित्रहरू र अन्य सबैमा म हार्दिक धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु। धन्यवाद। जय नेपाल।
Thank you, Honorable Minister of State. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Minister of State, as he extended his greetings to this forum, stated that after accomplishing all the important sessions and the bilateral and multilateral talks, said that Nepal is ever eager now to tread on the track of economic progression, which he stated that was well demonstrated in the presence and the statements of the political leaders and the leaders of various sides. And he stated that he believed that the government, in the aegis of government, a nationwide effort has been created, an ambience has been created for foreign investment and to push ahead the development projects. And thus, stating all these issues, he extended gratitude for the concern, thoughtfulness, and support to all the foreign delegates present here, including the political leaders of the opposition and the ruling parties, and also the Honorable Minister of India and the representative from AIBB, and also congratulated the leadership of the Honorable Minister of Industry, the whole secretariat at the ministry itself. and the audience herein. Thank you, Honorable Minister of State. Ladies and gentlemen, I would want to quickly move ahead with the rest of the session. I have now the pleasure of inviting the Honorable Minister Navendra Raj Joshi for his concluding remarks.
Thank you. Honorable State Minister, Member of NPC, Honorable Member of NPC, Secretary, CEO of the Investment Board, Chairman of the FNCCI, and other organizations, distinguished guests, media, ladies and gentlemen. Let me first all sincerely welcome you at this concluding session of Nepal Investment Summit 2017 that has culminated, if I may say so, to a fruitful and purposeful ending, which I am confident is the beginning of a great partnership in the nation-building mission of Nepal. I'm pretty pleased with the level of deliberations and the issues put forward. The overwhelming response in terms of intention and commitment is truly laudable, and I, on behalf of the people and the government of Nepal, would like to extend sincere thanks and express gratitude for your response. I believe that, and I declare that this day, this summit, is the beginning of a glorious day of Nepal. It has been, when we, before around 5 months, when we declared that we are having a new Nepal Investment Summit on the March 2nd and 3rd, many business people, my friends, they asked me that, Mr. Joshi, do you know that how much time will it take to hold a summit, international summit? I said that I think it will take 3 months. And they said that, not month, years. At least you should prepare for this and that and that and that. They were telling me different things. But we were convinced Nepal is changing. We have to give a message to the old that we have no political problem for the economic development. The perception is there. But in reality, if you see the joint ventures companies, if you see the international companies who are working, doing business here, they are earning a very good profit. I can assure all of you that if you invest in Nepal, you will have a good profit, you will have a good environment, and you will be treated in a very well manner. As a Minister of Industry, I will assure you that we know that any investor wants to protect the profit, to protect his investment. And we are committed to protect your investment. We would like to request all of you who have committed or who is on the wall of commitment. I used to tell my office staffs and my friends, private people, that, see, the old is watching us, they are standing on the wall. If we can make jump there, this will be the click for the economic development of the country. And I believe that now the old has jumped into that, and this is the beginning of economic development. I used to tell all the time to the political parties leaders, we have committed to the people, to every citizen of Nepal, that we will make a positive difference for the better life of every citizen of Nepal. If we have that commitment, we can have our debate politically. We can discuss politically. But when the economic matter comes, when the development of the country comes, no one should fight for that. Every political parties, every political leader, every political cadre, and at large, all the people focus on the economic development, economic issues. And that's, I would like to express my gratitude also to the leaders of the Nepali Congress Party President, Mr. Sherbahadur Deuba, Honorable Sherbahadur Deuba, NCP UML President, Honorable KP Sharma Oli, and our Right Honorable Prime Minister, Prachanda Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda ji. We have been able to give to the message that we are, for the economic development of the country, we have commitment. Now, we know the will of the people. We know the situation of our country. We realize what we have done before. And now, we all are at one place, and you can trust. You can trust Nepalese politicians. You can trust now the focus of this country is on the economic development, and we would like to see your investment. I had read some books, I'm impressed with the Steve Jobs, with his one words. He said that, be hunger. And I'll say that, I'm hungry. Hungry for investment, hungry for not only investment. I know that when you have committed around $13.52 billion, you can see in my face happiness, what I feel. If I cannot prove whatever I have told you, if I will not prove in the action, tomorrow again the trust that we have earned with hard workings will go away. Once the trust is gone, then again it will take a long time to earn that trust. So I'll assure you, I'm feeling that. Now I have the more responsibility on my shoulder. And I'll pray with the God, give me blessing to take all the responsibility and let me give by the action, let me give the result. And next time when we'll be meeting, I'll tell you that you will get the result. I told to my office, I told to other ministries, now I will form a committee under my chairmanship. That will be a monitoring committee. Whatever we have to follow, we'll be in touch with you. I'll give the responsibility to my industry secretary, who is the contact person, and side by side with the IBN, and then NPC is of course there. So we'll have follow-up committees. Then, after certain time, you will get in your mail that the response, we'll find out, we'll go every paper by paper. As a Minister of Industry, whatever the issues you have raised, yesterday also I told that, there will be an entry. The three are the crucial issues: entry, operation, exit. Now, within 3 months, we will go on the online registration, online payment, and digital signature. So you be in the Japan, you be in the China, or in any other country, you be in your room and just register your form from your room. You can do that from within 3 months, I'll assure you. And for the operation, whatever the issues that came in the session, I'm taking the report of all the sessions. And I know what are the issues. What issues are most important issues. So from Sunday, tomorrow is holiday, from Sunday, we will seriously take the issues and we'll give our every effort to address the issues, and I believe that we can solve all the issues. I'm a very optimist person. Everyone was telling me when I became a minister, oh, industry, for you is, but it's okay, became a minister, that's okay. I told the day, everyone was telling me when I became minister, oh, you got industry. Mr. Joshi, think it, a person like you, if you go in the industry, what will happen? Just think it for your future. I'm very much, happy that you are minister, but industry, you feel yourself, okay? So everyone was skeptical. And I told the same day that, see, now the most important ministry will be the industry ministry. And I think I have been able to, at least focus the people's, the whole thing. Like they were telling me that industry ministers is the low key. I'll not say the high key. But at least I think now the people knows that the important ministry is the industry ministry. And this is, I feel so pity when I see that. I went to Japan last week, I think, before around 2 weeks. I went to Malaysia, I went to Qatar. And when I see that, my young brothers, my young sisters, when I see that their conditions, when I talk with them, they're far from their home from 10 years, 9 years. They were married at the age of 16, 17. Then after they went to work. And after that, you can imagine a lady who was 17 years married and not, meeting with her husband for 10 years. The old father and mother expects their sons or daughters to be with them at the old age. I asked myself a question. Do we have potential to development? Do we have potential to keep those young people in the country? I was in a UNIDO, and someone was asking me, Mr. Ravindra Joshi, Minister, you are having $7 billion remittances. So you must be very happy with $7 million remittances. You don't want to lose it, we know. I told them, no. We are losing $70 billion. If the young people were in Nepal, if they were working with us, if our private business people have a certain manufacturing industries, service industries, if they would have worked here, they would have earned at least 10 times more. So, this always hits me. And I told to I kept open it. I have vowed within 10 years, no Nepali young should go to find a job in any other country. We'll give an opportunity here. And there is potentiality for that. I would like to, our foreign investors. We just don't want your funds. Yesterday also I told you. We want your technology. We are not good enough in our technology. We want know-how. And we know that. I have very good faith on foreign friends. Whenever I meet them, they always tells me they want some investment here, but they just don't come for the investment, not for only funds. The love to Nepal is what actually the attraction to Nepal. So investing in Nepal is being with nature, being with the good people of the old, and being in peace. So, I think, this time has been the major departure for this country. I was trying to find a point where we can change the country's fate. After even having all the potentialities, where we missed. Why should we miss? And I think now, after this investment summit, that you have shown your interest. I'm very grateful for all of you who are here. And in a short notice, the participants participated in such a way that we are really thankful. And the panelists, I saw that in every sessions, it became a really successful, because the panelists, in every section I saw the people were listening. I have attended many international seminars and these things. The focus is somewhere, we could not find the focus in many international groups, but I find that the focus, that shows the interest, that shows the future. So I would like to thank all the panelist members, and I would like to thank I think the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank President, Jin Liquin, who came for this summit, has really inspired us. And his ode his interest in Nepal's social and economic development through investment in infrastructure and other productive sectors is inspiring for the government and for the private sector of the country. And I would also like to thank, and we are really honored by the presence of Finance Minister of India, Arun Jaitley. I had a breakfast meeting today with him. And I saw that, his keenness in the economic development of the Nepal. And I would like to thank him, and as he said, India is committed to help Nepal. And he has a great desire for economic development of Nepal. And I always say that at the beginning also I said, Nepal is not a small market. India and China is the market of Nepal. So, as his commitment to the hydropower development, installation of transmission lines, as well as construction of new routes, and linked with the railways network from India to Nepal to enhance the connectivity. The other areas also around the educational institutions, engineering and medical sciences, he talked for the development of the Nepal. He will be helping us, and thanks to him. And of course, one thing is whenever there is a growth of our neighbors, we missed our growth. So the pace of development now in Nepal should be more than these two neighbors. I don't know is it possible or not, but I believe you people and you can make it possible. We missed that. Whenever in India, if the price of potato if it gets expensive, so the price of the potato here automatically is rise. In China, if the price of something is high, automatically the price is high here. But why not this economic development, economic growth is in the same way? I'm I'm not very knowledgeable man, of course, very, but I always think in that way. What is this formula? Can we find some formula that will have the impact on the economic growth more than China and India? I see the possibility. Now the new sector Nepal will be opening of the mines and minerals. We'll be opening our petrol. We have the irons. We have the precious stones. We have not been able to explore that. We are the second richest hydropower. We have the infrastructure, like now you have a LOI, we have seen that, the interest of the business people. So, let me conclude now, because this is I told you that the dream I saw when I entered the politics. I entered the politics because I feel that the politics can enable millions of people. The policy you set up will change the whole life of not only person, of the whole nation. And I am in politics to change the policy for the betterment of the life of the people and for the betterment of the nation. I'll be doing sincerely everything. I said that. I'll repeat it now. Corruption will end. Corruption is the, we call it Nepali, it's a kira. Dalin bitra basne kira lai ke bhन्छ? Dhamira. You don't know what the dhamira is doing. I don't know in English, is it? Huh? Termites. Okay, termites. Corruption is termite. You earn 100 rupees in a wrong way, you want to earn 200 rupees. And the money you earn from the corruption not helping you, not your family, not your country, not your society. If you earn corruptly, if you earn 100 rupees, with corruption, you feel that money comes, just like this, you will throw like this. If you earn hard money, then you will understand the value of money and you will feel that the happiness with that money is different. I used to tell that. Even if you have $1 billion, not having $1, but with happiness is more than $1 billion. You can't buy the happiness. You can buy the $1 million. That's what I feel. So, okay, then as the Minister of Industry, again I will assure that we'll look into the issues immediately. We'll take action to address through appropriate strategic actions and improvements. There is unequivocal commitment of the people, political parties, and the government of Nepal, as we listen to the straightforward commitment and resolution of our leaders, who in unison put forth their commitment towards national development agenda. We are in the process of national building, transforming it from a poverty-stricken, least developed country to, I'll repeat it, we are on a nation building process, transforming it from a poverty-stricken, least developed country to a vibrant, dynamic, and a growing economy, where we are committed to bring services, facilities, and opportunities at every doorstep, and your enthusiasm and participation will go a long way in realizing our mutual goal. We want to assure all potential investors that Nepal, as we have been observing since yesterday, is now ready for real and meaningful business. The opportunities that we have been delivering is not limited to the confines. Nepal alone as the platform of global business arena is with us, particularly the fast-growing regional market, which at Nepal's position is immediately at hand. We have been further encouraged and elated by the erudite and encouraging views of the Finance Minister of India, It has been further reinforced by the views of the President of Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. We have taken to heart this kind and supporting oars and will keep in perspective in our endeavors. We'll create the environment, address the pertinent issues raised by you, and join hands translating your intentions. I would like to thank you all for your esteemed participation and willingness to be the part of development process. Thanks are also due to all supporting hands. I'll thank our secretaries and my ministries, IBN, NPC, and I'll take one name, Ratish. He has done, and for this cooperation and support, I would like thanks for all of you for their cooperation and the support. And I would like to wish a very pleasant journey back. Let's say again, let's commit again, let's make it true again. This is the glorious beginning of Nepal. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Firstly, for the pledges that you reciprocated in words, and of course for the very highly spirited speech and the very emotional one, and that this is all a reflection of your support and trust. Thank you once again, Honorable Minister. Said that, ladies and gentlemen, towards the final speech of the day, that certainly would be the vote of thanks. And for doing the honors, I have the pleasure of inviting Mr. Shankar Prasad Koirala, the Secretary at the Ministry of Industry.
Honorable Chair, Navindra Raj Joshi, Minister for Industry, Honorable State Minister Krishna Chandra Badi, Honorable Member, National Planning Commission Chandra Kanta Paudel, respected Secretary Shankar Bairagi, CEO Mahaprasad Adhikari Investment Board, Chair FNCCI, and Vice Chair CNI, and other representatives from the private sector, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. I am very glad to announce that this event, Nepal Investment Summit 2017, has been an unqualified success. In the past 2 days, we have accomplished much, and we hope to see continued success in the future also. Many peoples, ministries, government and private sector agencies have worked together very hard to make this mega event successful, and I'm extremely grateful for all of their effort. I thank Right Honorable Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachandaju, our distinguished chief guest, for his gracious presence and enlightenment address. I would like to thank the especially Honorable Minister for Industry, Navindra Raj Joshi ji, for believing in us to organize this mega event. Your guidance, your leadership is one of the main factors to make the event successful. I express sincere gratitude to Honorable President of Nepali Congress, Mr. Sherba Deuba, Ju, and Honorable Chairperson of CPN UML, Mr. KP Sharma Oli Ju, and also Honorable Finance Minister and Deputy Prime Minister Krishna Bahadur Maharaju for their presence and their commitment. I also thank Honorable Finance Minister of India, Mr. Arun Jaitley, President of Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, Jin Liquin, and our former Finance Minister, Honorable Ram Sharan Mahat, for their keynote address and also encouragement. This event would not be possible without the active roles of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Culture, Ministry of Tourism and Civil Aviation, National Planning Commissions. I thank all the line ministries and agencies and private sectors for their hard work and their support. I also thank especially ministers from respective ministry for their address during the session also. I think the Minister of Home Affairs and Kathmandu Metropolitan City for accommodating the summit. I also thank my colleagues from the Ministry of Industry and colleagues at the Investment Board, Nepal, for their dedications in planning, organizing, and managing this mega event. I would like to thank all excellencies and representatives of diplomatic missions for their presence and their strong support and goodwill extended to us. I also thank Nepali mission over in helping promote our event. I am grateful for the support all the private sector, FNCCI, CNI, FNCSI, NCC, NMEEN, and FWEAN. I thank representatives from the media and their coverage of the event, Hotel Solti, and our event management company, Imagine. I would like to acknowledge the role of all sessions chair, moderator, and panelists. Finally, I express deep gratitude to local participants, NRN participants, and international delegates from participating in this event. I also thank security personnel and volunteers also. Distinguished participants, international delegates, in this mega event, this mega event, I would like to say and also express three commitments as a Secretary of the Ministry of Industry. Number one, I express my strong commitment to make a conducive environment to invest in Nepal. For this, as I have mentioned yesterday in the session, policy reform will be continued. And the third, entry operation and exit of the industry and company will be more simplified and try to make a good governance in the industry sectors. As Honorable Minister said to announce me, allow me to announce here, the Government of Nepal, the Ministry of Industry will organize such a mega event every 3 years. After 3 years. And I am very delighted here and ready to shouldering that our Honorable Minister has assigned me as a contact person of this country, especially for the FDI. I will assure you all, I will provide all possible assistance to all investors to invest in the country, and also welcome all the investors. Please come and invest. We are with you. We are ready to support you. Distinguished international delegates, it is our sincere hope that you will carry pleasant and warm memories of our stay in our beautiful city, Kathmandu. I wish to those of you who live a safe journey back home and fruitfully stay to those who will remain here. I thank each person and institutions involved in Nepal Investment Summit 2017. With the permissions of the Honorable Minister, I close the sessions. Thank you very much. Thank you and namaste.
Thank you, sir. Yes, the session has formally come to the end, and so has the Nepal Investment Summit 2017.